and welcome to the Shits and Gigs podcast, where the vibe is high, the humor gets raunchy, and things get spicy when we talk about food. Tonight we're here for episode number 13, lucky number 13. Fun fact about that, 13 is one of our lucky numbers. My husband always had like the number 13 growing up for his sports, and this is 13 years together for us, which is pretty wild to think about how much life we've experienced together, but it's pretty crazy. So my thing this year is like, it's number 13, like this is our year, like life gets crazy. Just put it out there for when it gets crazy, we can look back at this and be like, oh my god, she manifested that shit. Anyways, we're here tonight. Maybe you've heard my water already splashing around. We're here for bath bombs tonight, which means I am quite literally in my tub, relaxing and connecting with all of you on topics that I felt might be fun for you guys to hear throughout my week. This one is going to be a quick episode. I've been trying to set a boundary about unplugging at night, and since Cammie's going to bed a little later, it gives me a bit of a time crunch. But I have something powerful for you tonight. I, like on the last episode from Bath Bombs, talked about how I had a really magnetic week, and I'm still feeling some really positive things, like great work-life balance, and spending some more quality time with my husband. We've been working, like I said, on unplugging a bit more, so we started playing some games. We are like diehard fans of Kill Tony, which is a podcast on YouTube as well. And so we watched that together at the beginning of our week. And then our new intention is to get back into playing some board games, because that's like for us genuinely connecting instead of just kind of sitting there watching the same thing but not really decompressing and having that time together. Which we do go in the garage every night and smoke a J together, so that's like special, and we throw darts and stuff, but I don't know, we just needed more of that. So yeah, we're trying out no TV for the second half of the week once we've watched our episode. Alright, let's refocus here. So tonight's episode of Bath Bombs, we're going to be talking about tuning into the things that elevate your energy and also drain your energy. So after I had that magnetic week, I, like I said, had a pretty good week, but I did fall back on a couple things that I broke some promises with myself, which I am letting go. I'm not going to just sit here and have a pity party about it. I've been trying just every day refocus and work on one thing that I know elevates or shifts a yucky and like heavy feeling for me. So, coming off of that magnetic week, I felt the weight of not doing some of the simple habits that I know heighten my vibe. So for me, energy boosters that are very simple to kind of incorporate in my day. Journaling, I started getting back into my journaling practice. It had been a couple months though since I had done almost a solid like 5-6 years of journaling. So I ended up getting a prompted journal just to kind of get back into the rhythm of like having a certain mindset for the type of journaling I'm wanting to embrace again. And that's been feeling really good, especially when I'm consistent with it. But I kind of fell short on that promise last week, and I definitely felt not as patient and kind, which are two things that I really pride myself for. So definitely refocusing in that department. Journaling, I pull a affirmation card or several cards every single morning. Definitely look up, it's called the Affirmators deck. There's a couple different ones. There's like a regular one, there's a work vibe one, I think there's maybe a relationship one also. So depending on where you're looking for some guidance, feel free to grab any of those decks. I'll put the link in the comments below, or in the description rather. Another thing that boosts my energy lately is not having caffeine first thing in the morning. So before I am allowed my tea in the morning, I have to drink a tall glass of water first. And that tends to be either just plain water. Sometimes I add lemon. That's really nice in the morning. Or lately I've been drinking my greens booster actually before anything else, just so I know that I got it in for the day and it's boosting my hydration before I drink any caffeine. I've also been super consistent with my stretches that really help out with keeping my hips stabilized and loose. So that feels really good. My back, knock on wood, has been feeling pretty great. Then energy booster naturally, my tea and my microvitamins, my micronutrients rather. So that always elevates my mood because it has all the great antioxidants and natural herbal energy. Base, drinking water throughout my day. Ideally, you would like to, or it's recommended that you consume half your body weight in ounces every day. And then perhaps one of the most tedious but the most important ones that I really need to not slack on is tracking my food. For me, even when I try and intuitively eat, I do come pretty close to my goals. However, I am almost always deficient in protein and carbs, which protein is something that kind of like sustains your metabolism, or your fullness rather, and boosts your metabolism because it's harder to digest. So that gives you like that sustainability throughout your day, so you're not like having those hunger pangs like more than you naturally should. And then carbs are big because that's like your quick energy source. So typically when I'm deficient in my carbs, I'm feeling a little more fatigued or cranky. So if you're maybe experiencing some of these things, I think tracking your food could be a power move. I highly recommend the Macros First app. Definitely look back in my Bath Bombz episodes I did the top 5 features, I think, on the app that I really love that helps you track your macros with ease. And then moving on from that point, movement is big. I am kind of in an era where I'm still figuring out my exercise routine. It's been really hard for me to dedicate that time for myself. So what I've been focusing on is a absolute minimum of 5,000 steps a day, but ideally striving for 7,500 plus steps every single day. So one of the ways that I do that, because I don't have a gym membership and it's not always warm enough to walk outside right now, I am calling it my moody moves. So when I'm working and I just choose to stand rather than sit, I throw on some tunes that I can still like stay focused with, and I just step it out or I dance it out. And it not only enhances my steps, but it also boosts my mood incredibly. So 10 out of 10 recommend that. Do what you gotta do, boo. Step it out, dance it out, whatever feels good. And then getting outside is a big one for me. Obviously, it's freezing right now. Hashtag, second snowstorm of the year? I feel like we're still due for some snow. But even if it's just for 5 minutes, get outside and just breathe some fresh air, look at the sun, listen to the birds. Go on my story at megdavis.healthcoach on Instagram for some outdoor ASMR. Actually, fun update, I got some really great feedback from a mentor of mine. For future bath bombs, I'm going to have a little ASMR for you. I'm going to, in the background, have the sound of the tub filling up along with a visual of it filling up and everything with a little candle. So when I'm recording these episodes, you can kind of dive into the moment of peace with me and really immerse yourself into the bath bomb. And then let's move on from energy givers. So these are some energy suckers that I thought of. Breaking personal boundaries or practices. So like I said, I really felt the weight of not incorporating some of those simple things into my routine this week. So I'm starting to get refocused on that. Getting to bed late. When I lack sleep, we still don't have a solid night's sleep as it is most nights because Cammie is still pretty unpredictable in that department. 1 year in, still not sleeping through the night. Where are my other moms at? Or dads, whoever's tuning in. That I always feel that. So I just do my best to get to bed at a decent hour. Surrounding yourself with a take-all personality. I'm having a moment here. Surrounding yourself with a take-all. Gonna be honest, I don't remember where I was going with that one. Raw thoughts right here. Let me think. Oh, I see where I was going. Okay, so I'm saying surrounding yourself with people who have a take-all mentality or personality. So meaning like their sole purpose of talking to you is for their own good, and they don't even consider any of your thoughts or needs. So if you got some of those, watch my episode 7 with Amanda Tufts on setting boundaries like a boss. We're only like 4 views away from 100, and I think it's only right to do like 100 view watch party, right? So you can tune in for that, but you have to go watch it so we can meet our goal first. And yeah, so top 3 energy suckers for me: breaking those personal boundaries practices, getting to bed late, surrounding yourself with people who are like a take-all energy. And then also being on my phone too much, I feel like, is an energy sucker. I just feel like I'm mindlessly scrolling sometimes, and I get so aggravated with myself when I catch myself doing that. And last but not least, I would love for you to reflect and ask yourself, what are some simple ways you can enhance your vibe daily? Is it through some moody moves? Is it by waking up an extra 15 minutes early so you can actually enjoy a meal in the morning before you head out to do whatever you need to do? Is it stepping outside for 5 minutes every single day? Is it consistently washing your face before you have to put on your mom hat or your wife hat? What else do I do that's random? Is it doing some stretches in the morning to wake your body up? Is it drinking that glass of water? These are not hard things, guys, and I believe in you in discovering the ways that really, really boost your vibe, because everyone deserves to feel magnetic. And to wrap up tonight's episode, I'm going to share a Valentine's Day special that has been on the elevated menu all 3 years because it's been so popular. I'm going to give you the recipe for something we call Heartbreaker. It's a fruity sour combo. You will need 1 pomegranate liftoff, half a teaspoon of raspberry tea, 2 to 3 capfuls of cranberry aloe, and then half a teaspoon of strawberry drink mix on the bottom. Fill that sucker up with some water and ice, and leave a little space to sprinkle some white grape drink mix on top. This is an extra boosted combo, so 160 milligrams of both herbal tea and ginseng energy. There is also a boost of vitamin C, B12, B6, biotin, and the ginseng itself has so many beneficial properties. If you would like to give this tea a go, stop into Elevated Nutrition on 34 Newsnack Hill Road in West Greenwich, Rhode Island, ASAP. Your girl's there on Mondays and Wednesdays, and I rotate Saturdays, so catch me there on those days. Or if you would like to make this combo at home or would like to receive a sample in a lit tea kit form, I would be happy to send that your way. Feel free to comment below Heartbreaker if you're interested. All right, guys, that's all I got for you tonight. Toodles.